Venus, the morning star, the hottest planet on the solar system. Why is that? What kind of planet is Venus? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Horizon Seeker. In this spacecraft, we will adventure throughout the universe and talk about its celestial bodies. To do so, we may go beyond the speed of light. The trip to Venus will be divided in two parts. In this journey, we will talk about Venus, the hottest planet on the solar system. What kind of planet is Venus? Does it have atmosphere and moons? How long is a day there and a year? On the second part, we will talk about the missions to Venus, if there was life on the planet, if we can live there, and we will also listen to the real sound of Venus recorded on the surface of the planet. So come on board and stay with me until the end. Okay, so let's take the cockpit. If you didn't see my previous trips, don't forget to check them after we finish this trip. Oh, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so YouTube can tell you when we are ready to go to our next trip. So, my friends, let's use our fast speed to see Venus's orbit. Let's turn on our ship's screen view and see planets' orbits and names. Venus is named after the goddess of love and beauty from the Roman mythology. It is the only planet on the solar system that has a female name. Also, all the craters, hills, and every other Venusian landscape has female name. Well, that is Venus highlighted in red. Since our ancestors, Venus is called the morning star because its brightness even during the day, when it appears in the east at sunrise, looking from Earth. And it is also called the evening star when it is in the west at sunset. At night, Venus is the second brightest object on the sky looking from Earth. The first is the Moon. Let's increase time to see Venus's orbit speed compared to other planets. Its orbit around the Sun is the most circular of any planet, nearly a perfect circle. Other planets' orbits are more elliptical or oval-shaped. Because of Venus's proximity to the Sun and its fast revolution, a year in Venus lasts only 225 Earth days. Venus has an unusual orbit. It spins to the opposite direction of Earth and most other planets. We will see that in a minute. Venus was formed around the same time as Earth, about 4.5 billion years ago, around the same time as the formation of the solar system. Take a look on the video I did about the formation of the solar system. It's a very nice one and it is showing on the card right now. Let's go to the planet faster than the speed of light. Now let me open our internal computer simulator that we will call ICS from now on. This is Venus's rotation, clockwise, the opposite from Earth and most other planets. Only Venus and Uranus rotate like that. For better seeing, we fasten time, because Venus's real rotation is very slow. We can see how faster Earth rotates compared to Venus. It takes about 243 Earth days to spin around just once. Because of that, a day in Venus is a little longer than a year there, that lasts 225 Earth days. And because Venus rotates backwards, the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east if you were looking from Venus's surface. According to NASA, Venus is in many ways similar to Earth in its structure. It has an iron core that is about 6,400 kilometers large, about 53% of the planet's size, which is 12,104 kilometers in diameter. Just to compare, Earth's core is about 54% of the planet's size. Above that core is a mantle made of hot rock slowly churning due to the planet's interior heat. The surface is a thin crust of rock that bulges and moves as Venus's mantle shifts and creates volcanoes. Venus is a little smaller than Earth, as we can see in this simulation. Venus is considered to be Earth's twin because of its size, mass and composition that are similar to our planet. Although space probes have discovered that the environment in Venus is very inhospitable. Its diameter is 12,104 kilometers. That's about the distance from Los Angeles to Cairo in Egypt. Venus's average distance from the Sun is 108.2 million kilometers, and its average distance from Earth is 170 million kilometers. Light takes about 6 minutes to go from the Sun to Venus, about 2.5 minutes less than it goes from the Sun to Earth. Venus has a very thick atmosphere that causes a powerful greenhouse effect. It is the densest atmosphere of all the planets in the solar system. The temperatures there can reach up to 500 degrees Celsius. That's more than enough to melt lead. It rains in Venus, but the rain there is made of sulfuric acid. This acid is corrosive for human tissue. The inhalation of its vapors can cause severe lung damage. Its contact with skin or eyes can cause severe burns. Also, it can result in blindness. On Venus's upper atmosphere, the winds can reach up to 400 kilometers an hour. On the planet's surface, the pressure is about 90 times Earth's pressure. That's the pressure we have at about 900 meters below the surface of the ocean. There are more volcanoes on Venus than on any other planet in the solar system, although there is yet no evidence of recent volcanism on the planet. As well as Mercury, Earth, and Mars, Venus is a terrestrial planet. Just to understand, there are different criteria to classify planets. Here are the 4 types of planets classified by NASA on our solar system. Terrestrial planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn. Ice giants like Uranus and Neptune. And dwarf planets like Ceres that is on the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Pluto, Haumea, Makemake, and Eris at the end of the solar system. We all know from our science books, and for common sense, that our closest neighbor is Venus. That is right if we put all planets on a straight line or if we calculate using only the planet's average distance. But as we saw on our previous trip that we did to Mercury and is showing on the card right now, Venus is not Earth's closest planet. That title belongs to Mercury because of its faster orbit around the Sun. Take a look on that video after we finish this trip. I will leave the link on the description as well. Let's have a look on Venus. We can see that it has no moon or ring. From space, Venus is bright white because it is covered with clouds that reflect and scatter sunlight. Now let's go to Venus's surface. As we can see, it has a very thick atmosphere. Because of that, we can barely see the Sun, different from what happens on Mercury's surface that has almost no atmosphere. You can check that video with the link on the description. Let's fly around for a little bit. The rocks are different shades of gray, like rocks on Earth, but the thick atmosphere filters the sunlight so that everything looks orange. Venus has mountains, valleys, and also tens of thousands of volcanoes that we are still not sure if they are active or inactive. The highest mountain on Venus, Maxwell Montes, is 8.8 kilometers high, similar to the highest mountain on Earth, Mount Everest. According to NASA, it is thought that Venus was completely resurfaced by volcanic activity 300 to 500 million years ago. Some scientists even support that Venus had oceans and maybe life. Venus is covered with craters, but none are smaller than 1.5 to 2 kilometers across. Small meteoroids burn up in the dense atmosphere, so only large ones reach the surface and create impact craters. At night, as you can see, or not see, because of the thick atmosphere, we can't see stars. Now, did you know we sent missions to Venus? The planet is very hard to study because of its extreme temperature and thick atmosphere. We didn't send any people there. However, we sent spacecrafts, more than 45 missions, which 26 were successful. Let's land on the planet and wait for the second part of this trip that will happen next week, and we will talk about those missions, listen to the real sound of Venus, and talk about life on the planet. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this trip and also want more of it, like this video, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so YouTube will remind you when the second part of this trip is set to go. Thank you and see you soon.